It reminds me of a lady in Chicago. Her boy went away to a seminary to learn to be a minister, some Bible school and seminary. And while he was away, the old mother took real seriously sick. And so they sent word for the boy to stand by. His mother was such a high fever, she had pneumonia, and said that it might be an emergency call. So the boy packed his clothes and got ready. Finally, the next day, he never heard no word through the night. And the next day he said, all is well. So about a year later, he returned from the school in the East, some great school of teaching, and he came home and he greeted his precious mother. And he said, after talking a while, he said, Mother, I never did get the chance to ask you, what happened? He said, one night they told me to stand by, and the next morning said, you were well. I said, what drug did the doctor use? I said, honey, the doctor didn't use nothing. You said, well, how did you do it? I said, do you know where that little mission is down here on, almost to the loop there at the square? Yes. Said, there was a lady that was having a prayer meeting down there one night in this little mission, that poor little humble bunch of people, and said, one of them was inspired to come up here and see me, and two women came. And they asked me if they could bring their pastor up and pray for me and anoint me with oil. And said, and lay their hands up on me that I'd be well. And said, you know, I told them, sure. And they brought the pastor up, and he laid his hands upon me and prayed and said, honey, you read it right out of the Bible, Mark's the 16th chapter, and said, these signs will follow them that believe. And said, you know what? The next morning, the doctor was so puzzled, he didn't know what to do. There was no fever in me. Oh, he said, Mother, you didn't associate with that group, did you? Said, said, we in the school, we learned that Mark 16, from the 9th verse on, is not inspired. She said, glory to God. Why, he said, Mother, you're beginning to act like those people. She said, I was just thinking something. Said, I've been reading the Bible all the way through and other promises in other places, too, similar to that. And said, I was just thinking, if God could heal me with the uninspired, what would He do with that really is inspired? That's right. To me, it's all inspired. God, give me faith to believe it and confirm it.